Hey there, this is Bijal Palmer and we are at the RJ Inn Hotel in Canal. Now normally we book our rooms ourselves and we organize a trip, but this time we entrusted our location to Saras Travels based out of Gurgaon in Delhi. Now they were very helpful in helping us organize the hotel, and we made a couple of simple requests. One was we need to have internet at the hotels and the hotel room should be clean. We don't spend a lot of time in the hotel, so as long as it's clean and comfortable, we don't mind. Unfortunately, this time the hotel they provided for us was just not adequate. It was substandard, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of the room to show you exactly why we're unhappy. And when we found out, when we first came here last night, we looked at another room. It was way too small. There was no room to put a single mattress in, and the hotel manager said they had no other rooms. We fought with Saras Travels, and they provided another room for us, which is this room I'm going to show you now. Yet, I should have gone with my gut instinct and not stayed at this hotel. But we decided to work it out with our travel company. We did stay here, and it was not a good decision. But let me show you why. Come on. So what you see in front of me is the towels, and this is exactly how they came: stained, dirty. I'm sure they've been washed, but my God, I mean, the filthiest towels I've ever seen in any of the hotels room we've stayed at so far. Now, when I complained to Saras Travel last night, they said they showed us the photos of the hotel, and on the photos, of course, it'll look great. They showed us, probably a new room, freshly painted, but what we got here was not that. It was basically, dirty towels. The single mattress they provided for the kids were filthy. It almost feels damp to the touch here. The stains all over it. This is the bed sheet they provided was substandard. Pillows, the bedding was dusty, and so that, anyway, the kids didn't sleep there. We all slept in one bed. So again, when we first got here, this was the bedding, and I wish you could feel this. It actually feels damp. Now we are in a high altitude. It is more of a wet climate here, but still you don't expect your bedding to be wet. So they provided the bed, and then the bed sheet itself is damp. So we actually slept on top of the blanket, and we put another bed sheet on top of the blanket, and then had these beddings. And we actually slept in our almost camping gear. It was basically a step up from camping, although camping you're out in the open. Here you're actually in an enclosed box, and it's damp smelling in here. And again, when I explained this to Saras Travels, they wouldn't believe me. In fact, they put the phone down on my wife because she was complaining. But let me show you exactly why we were complaining. If you look at the wall here, these are mold spores. And these mold spores all over the room. You can see on this side too. There's paint peeling off because of the damp. And I'm asthmatic, so for me, mold is next to poison. Now, when we first checked out the hotel, the other room we saw, the smaller room, did not look this bad, but this room obviously is a lot worse. And again, after 5 hours of traveling and fighting with Saras Travels, we just basically gave into their demands of staying here. They wouldn't help us out looking for another hotel room, even though we explained the situation. Coming to the bathroom here. Now, they said this hotel room is clean, but if you look at the cobwebs in the corner here, this hotel room has not been cleaned for quite a while. Again, we've got some disgusting leakage here coming down from the light. And over here, we've got mushrooms growing. And then again, on the top here, just below the light. Let me just turn that light off. You can see. So it's unfortunate. Okay. Again, just some more, mold in the room here. So another thing we found that this hotel, which is meant to be a slightly better quality. We've paid quite a lot for this package. Although we're not staying in resorts, we expected clean accommodation. If you look under here, you'll see exactly how clean this place is. how well maintained it is. That's obviously trash that someone has just brushed under the furniture here. Again, an example of the quality of hotel that Saras Travels has provided for us. This is why we're not happy with the hotel room. We tried to work it out with Saras Travels last night. It's not RJ Inn's fault. This is the actual place we're staying. That they provide what they provide, but we expected a better quality of room for our vacation. It's been a great vacation so far, but having to deal with this kind of nonsense, it just kind of puts a blight on one's vacation. So I'm hopefully going to send this video to Saras Travels, explain to them why we requested to shift to another hotel, and the response we got was, no, please, you stay here, we'll work it out, we'll get a better room, and this was the better room. So you can imagine what the other room was like. When I saw the other room, I walked out immediately. We got on the phone with Saras Travels. We requested that they help us find another hotel. They simply would not budge. Even though when you were making the arrangements with them, they seemed very helpful and said, hey, if you don't like the hotel that we've selected, we'll help you find another one. Well, that did not happen last night. We were both very upset, and it's definitely put a blight on this holiday. So I will send this video to Saras Travels and see if they'll help us out. The RJ Inn restaurant. It's the worst restaurant I've seen at any of the hotels I've been to. We've been sitting here now for 15 minutes. I'm not sure even who the waiter is. It's noisy, it's loud, totally low quality, this hotel. Why Saras Saras Holidays would have chosen this hotel for us, I'm not sure. I can imagine that it's super low budget by putting us in this trashy hotel.